Well, hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Coluccio, aka the Midlife Success Coach, and it's wonderful to have you here. If this is your first time visiting, make sure to subscribe, to like, and leave me a comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're returning, welcome back. You rock, and make sure to hit that bell so that you receive a notification every time a new video drops. And we are still working our way through my new book, and today we will be rocking out hack number 11, so stay tuned. Okay, if you've been following along the series thus far, you'll know already that all of my 21 hacks books, 21 hacks to rock your life, the original version, the teen version, and also 21 hacks to rock your midlife, all follow a 7-step model. And today we're into the 4th step of this particular model, which is Project You. And we're looking at the things in your life that you want to take forward so that you can create that amazing blueprint for your next season. So today, hack number 11 is all about what you don't want. Now, let's face it, we get our planners at the beginning of the year, we write down all the things that we want, and we create vision boards, and we create goals lists, and all of these things about, I want to earn this, and I want to do this, and I want to live here, and I want to live this type of lifestyle. And that's important, which is why we spoke about that in the last hack. But it's just as important to know clearly what it is you don't want. Otherwise, you can easily find yourself repeating old cycles. You know, there's a great quote that says, you'll never know who you are unless you shed who you pretend to be. It's really important to know clearly who you are, what you don't like about your life, what you don't like about what you've experienced, so that you can clearly step into that new season. Interested? I hope so. Let me give you an example. In yesterday's hack, I referred to the fact that I got led off track, and I went with some strong voices who were lovely people saying to me, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this, you'd be so great at it. And I found myself working in a position that I'd never really wanted to be in, that actually didn't align with my core values, that didn't make me feel good inside, that ate into my weekends, which is one of my values, being there with my family on weekends. And I found myself down this track. Now, the problem was, if you looked at all the things this business did give, it did tick off a lot of things that I'd said that I wanted. I wanted to be able to network with other entrepreneurial women. I wanted to have flexibility in my work. I wanted to not have to commute. I wanted to be able to work remotely sometimes. And this business on the surface ticked those things. But unfortunately, I'd never clearly established what it is I didn't want. And had I done that, I would have saved myself time, money, embarrassment, feeling yuck because I was now in a situation that really didn't align with my values. So today, instead of giving you my usual 3 tips, we're changing it up because, hey, that's how we roll around here. You're getting 2 tips today to help you establish what it is that you don't want going forward into your next season. Are you ready? Number 1, what have you experienced in the past that you didn't like? Now, the idea isn't to get stuck in all the stuff that you might have put aside and you don't really want to dredge up again, but think back about past experiences. What were some of the things, be it in your dating, in your love life, in your family life, in your business life? What are some of the things that you actually don't enjoy? Write them down. We don't take the time to do this very often. And I know that's because sometimes it kind of feels wrong leaning into the negative stuff, like we should all be positive all the time. But the reality is, if we can't learn from those things that we've experienced, we're just going to keep repeating the same thing. And I don't know about you, time is ticking. I've probably got 40, 50 years left. I want to make the most of them. I don't want to repeat any of those old things anymore. So what have you experienced in the past that you don't like? It might have been you didn't like having to work in a corporate environment. You didn't like dating a man that smoked. You didn't like it when you're in an environment where everyone around you swears and cusses all the time and is really negative. It doesn't matter what it is. This list is for you, not for anyone else. So just write it all out. Now, I think activity number 2 is going to be kind of obvious. I'm sure you can already guess. But now you're going to write a list, a new list. And it's going to be, what don't you want going forward? So think about what you've been mulling over thus far during all these hacks. You know, what did your life audit show? And what are some of the things that are coming to mind that you might want to be doing in this next part of your life? Now, write down specifically what it is that you don't want going forward. So an obvious one, I can tell you for myself, I never want to commute in peak hour traffic on a daily basis ever again. Get creative about all the things that you don't want. Pop that list down and make sure that you keep it ready for when you start mapping out that blueprint, because it's so critical. Yesterday, we asked you what you do want. Today, we're asking you what you don't want. Make sure you keep both of those lists, because we're still going. There's more hacks to come as we work through Project You. It's been a short, bite-sized hit today, but make sure you go down below. You grab my free workbook, that core values workbook, where you can be establishing now what your foundation is to that blueprint as you rock out your next season. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, flick me a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.